Hello everyone, Animobster here. Just having some fun going through Class 1A ships. Nothing serious here. Just having some fun. What the ships say about you. Alright, first of all, let's start off with why does everybody ship with Izuku? Basically, he's the class cinnamon roll. Everybody loves him, and he basically accepts everyone. We'll go from there. Alright. Now, you may not be expecting this one, but we're starting off with the weird one of Shota Aizawa, aka Eraserhead, the Homeroom Teacher. Now, just to get this out of the way, it's based in Japan, so even though Izuku at this point is 16 and Aizawa is 31, even though it would catch a lot of side-eye, it's not technically illegal over there. However, that being said, if you ship the Homeroom Teacher, whether you Rule 63 it and make it a female or male, it's just wrong. He's in a position of power over him, and if you like the ship, you probably read articles about teachers taking advantage of their male students and think, oh, he's either lucky or that the kid probably was the one who advanced it. So you're wrong for that. Moving on, Seat 1. Yuga Aoyama. Mr. Can't Stop Twinkling. Why do people like this ship? Well, mostly because Yuga has all the stereotypes of or I should say Western stereotypes of a gay man. So, that being said, they just want to see him get some cuddles with Izuku. And also he's kind of weird in that he's voyeuristic of Izuku while he's sleeping, and leaves him weird "I know what you did last summer" messages written out in cheese on his balcony. Also, if you look at this pic from the manga right here, he gets an A+ on aggressive flirting, taken out of context. Number 2, Mina Ashido, Miss Pinky. Why do they like her? She's hyperactive, she's outgoing, fun-loving. They're gonna pull Izuku out of his shell, and maybe Izuku will calm her down. That's really all I can see as far as liking the ship goes. Moving on to Seat 3, Suyu Asui, Froppy, the Frog Girl. In my opinion, best girl. The reason why they like this is mostly because of personality. Izuku is very analytical, but he can get worked up, whereas Sue is almost always cool and calm during a situation and can think things through with him. That being said, she's also still emotionally available, as seen when she apologizes to the rest of her class for certain things that she said. She's still emotionally vulnerable while still being cool under pressure, and that's a lot of reason why they like shipping these two. Seat 4, our class rep, Ida Tenya. The reason why they ship these two together is because, well, he was his first real guy friend in high school, and you probably have a daddy kink. Moving on. Number 5, Uraka. Well, it's obvious. It's the canon ship. It's the one that the author supports, and it's basically just fluff and cinnamon rolls, and you probably like vanilla ice cream and get diabetes. Moving on. Number 6, Masho Ojiro, Tailman. There's not really much about Ojiro that we really know that much of. Basically, he's always middle of the pack, so he doesn't get that much screen time. I think that's kind of why they like to ship him with Izuku, is basically just to see him get something. Seat number 7, Denki Kaminari, Charge Bolt. I don't really know, honestly, about this one. I'm going to be fair here. I don't understand the ship, but hey, no ship shaming, onto you. Going on to Kirishima, just because he's always so bro and so manly all the time, a lot of people tend to ship him with the guys, even though his canon ship is with Mina. Mostly with Bakugo, but, you know, instead of getting him with the angry guy, people like to ship him with Izuku just so he can have some cuddles himself. Seat 9, Koji Koda, the Anna voice. This is another case of a very shy character that can open up to Izuku because Izuku's so accepting, and they just think that it'd be a fluffy, cuddly sort of ship. Seat 10, Rikado Sato, Mr. Sugarman. Sugarman's another one that hasn't had a lot of screen time, so we tend to overlook him in a lot of things, and I think that's the basis of why a lot of people like this ship, is just get Sato some love and get Izuku a big, strong guy. Miso Soji, Dupla Arms, seat 11. Soji is actually the baby of the class. He is the youngest in the class, surprisingly, even though he's the big giant. He's also another one that tends to, if you really look at the panels of the manga, tends to be a gentleman, is shy, quiet, always hides his face, and giving some concept art is because he's got a messed up mouth. Once again, for Izuku, he loves all quirks, accepts all people, so that's another one where it's basically just him opening up to Izuku and going from there. And he's got at least 6 arms to give Izuku all the cuddles he needs from, a decade of bullying. Koujiro. This tends to be shipped by people who love the little goth girl, think she needs to come out of her shell, and also just think that Izuku's the one to be warm enough and accepting enough to just take her in. Not to mention that Jiro is self-conscious of her own physical attributes, so Izuku, once again being Mr. Accepting, would just be like, no, you're beautiful, come on in. Hantasero, Tape Man, you're into bondage. Next. 14. Fumikage Tokiyami, our little goth emo boy. Once again, Izuku's already approached him as far as the sports festival is concerned. He's not bothered by Dark Shadow whatsoever. He's praised Dark Shadow on a few occasions, which takes Tokiyami by surprise. And you probably like the idea that that this 2-person team was actually a 3-person team. Seat 15, Todoroki. This one's been covered out the wazoo. Basically, Izuku is his first friend, reached out to him, and people like that emotional connection, even though there's really not, canonically at least, any sort of love interest going on, but people like the emotional connection. C16, Toru Hagakure, Invisible Girl. Well, it's interesting. I think it's another case of he's the one that's going to tell her personality's pretty over her being pretty, which I'm sure is probably an issue for her. But once again, Izuku's just a fluffy cinnamon roll that opens everybody in. Alright, seat 17. This is the one that's going to have people come down on me. Katsuki Bakugo. You're wrong for this. I'm separating this into a few sections here. If you shipped this with early Bakugo, like from him until just a couple chapters ago as of this recording, you're the type that just likes to see Izuku go through more and more pain. This is the guy who's bullied him physically and emotionally for over a decade. There is nothing here. Furthermore, if you're going just like 3 chapters back as of this recording again, it's the first time he's called Izuku by his name and apologized in over a decade. Alright? If you ship them now, you just really like your rival to lover trope. Now, one thing I've seen, especially in like the gender swap version of Bakugo, is this desire to save Izuku once he found out that he didn't have a quirk, as if his bullying was going to discourage him from being a hero so that he didn't get hurt emotionally or physically. And canonically, that's just nowhere to be found. That's headcanon, and that's an alternate universe and all this other stuff. Horikoshi's gone out of his way to show that no, Bakugo is just a self-obsessed jerk who was really narcissistic and thought he was better than everybody. It's in canon. I mean, once again, I don't despise your AU, but talking about the class as it is, it's just wrong for that. Going to seat 18, our main boy Izuku himself. This is slightly AU whenever somebody gets like some weird storyline of where he gets hit by a quirk and another version of him or a female version of him shows up at the same time, and you're wrong for that. Enough said. Seat 19, Minetta. This one's strange. We all know who Minetta is. Mr. Great Man, perv extraordinaire. And essentially, what I see for most of this is that Minetta basically just takes advantage of Izuku, gets handsy. There's the other side of the coin, and yeah, that's just gross. But the other side of the coin is that he's secretly been stuffing down his emotions for the Izuku and other males in his class, and he's been acting out pervy to cover that up. That would be an interesting storyline, but we haven't seen any evidence of that so far. Last is seat 20, Momo Yorozu, Miss Creati herself, the rich girl. And I have to say, if you like this ship, you just want to see Class 1A as parents, and you think Momo's the best mom, and you think Izuku would be the best dad. That's the only thing I can see. Alright. That was just me doing a quick video just to get back into the process of making videos, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and continue to follow this channel. Have a good day.